Is CrowdStrike stock a buy after Q4 earnings? I'm going to answer that question in this video after I do a review of its fourth quarter earnings results. So let's get right into it. Overall revenue increased by 48% in Q4 to 637.4 million for CrowdStrike as it continues this pace of excellent revenue growth. Its loss per share worsened to 20 cents in Q4, up from 18 cents year over year. I would have liked to have seen its loss per share decrease as it grew its revenue substantially. However, the fact that it only increased slightly makes its net loss margin smaller, so it is showing improvement in its net loss margin as revenue is growing. And certainly its cash flow from operations is showing improvement as it increased to 273.3 million, up from 159.7 million in the same quarter the prior year. So cash flow from operations is significantly positive and improving. And if you look at this, if you just kind of do some back of the envelope math here and take this cash flow from operations of 273 million and divide it by its revenue of 637 million, you could see that it's generating a significant amount of cash flow from operations from sales. So that margin, the CFO to sales margin, is improving and improving nicely. So that's really good news for CrowdStrike stock investors. The company added 1,873 new subscription customers in Q4 to reach 23,019 customers. And look, cybersecurity is becoming a need to have nowadays. It's no longer a nice to have. Businesses, enterprises worldwide need to have some kind of cybersecurity solution. The amount of hacks and customer breaches and losing financial information is increasing, and the amount of hackers worldwide are increasing. You need to protect your business and your customers' data, and that's just the world that we live in today. And this is going to, the industry is expected to increase over the next 5, 10, maybe even 20 years as more of our activities become digital, right? We're going to spend more time online, connected to the internet. More of our data is going to be available to be stolen, and this is going to increase the need for cybersecurity solutions. So, CrowdStrike is certainly in a growing industry, which is a good place to be in if you're considering investment. The company added 222 million of ARR, which is annual recurring revenue, and the ending annual recurring revenue increased by 48% to 2.56 billion. So these are contracts that it signed that will recur, like kind of like a subscription to Netflix where you just sign up to it and you get billed automatically every month. This is the annual recurring revenue for CrowdStrike. Its clients have signed up to its services and they will get billed on a recurring basis. It's not like its clients pay for CrowdStrike service upfront, one fee, and then that's it. It's not like buying a uh, it's not like buying a hat where you pay for the hat and that's it, right? You own the hat now. CrowdStrike sells its services as recurring revenue, so you subscribe to it and they bill you every month or every quarter or every year. The company's forecasting Q1 revenue of 676 million at the midpoint and fiscal 2024 revenue between 2.95 billion and 3.015 billion. So it expects continued robust revenue growth going forward, although slower than what it experienced in fiscal 22 and 23. Now, um, CrowdStrike stock is now trading. If you could see this chart, seems kind of small here on the screen, but what I have there is a chart of its forward price to earnings ratio, and it's trading at a forward PE of 54.46, And as you can see, this is just about the cheapest you've been able to buy CrowdStrike stock according to this metric going back to the middle of 2021. So the stock is relatively inexpensive compared to itself, although a forward PE of 54 is not cheap in and of itself. Considering CrowdStrike's excellent revenue growth and its excellent progress in terms of cash flow from operations, to answer the question, is the stock a buy after Q4 earnings? I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now. I would say yes, you could feel good about buying CrowdStrike stock at these prices, at these valuations, following its continued execution, growing revenue, growing cash flow from operations. Alright, so that's all I've got for this video. As always, I truly appreciate your viewership. I know there's a lot of things you can be doing right now, but you chose to watch this video, and I really appreciate that. So I'm going to add a couple of links to other videos at the end of this one that I think you will also enjoy. So please click on one of those, and I'll see you over there.